Doug, Penny seemed to kind of call out the effort level of this team after the UNLV game. Just with you being, a veteran, a leader, the point guard, what did you do or what have you done to get the guys to respond the way they did tonight against Purdue, you and the guys?
I just feel like mentally, we didn't do anything different. I just feel like mentally, they were the #1 team. We knew all the eyes were going to be on them. And, we embarrassed ourselves last game. We just knew that we couldn't have back-to-back. As a good player, you can't have back-to-back bad days. So as a good team, we can't have back-to-back bad days. And we just tried to fight all the way to the end today.
It's an interesting way to describe the last game. Is that how you kind of everybody felt?
Yeah, definitely embarrassed. The motto is always protect home. And, I feel like we let the city down, we let our fans down. And, I feel like we all felt like we should have won that game. We could have won that game. And, today we just made an emphasis on just that type of effort we showed can never be showed again. So we try to fight all the way to the end today.
Penny said just in there, he was like, obviously he said a lot about the energy and the effort level and all that stuff. But he said he was like very proud, obviously, of the energy and the effort tonight. But he said there's no going backward. This is the standard that is tonight. Is that how you?
I agree.
See it?
I was telling the guys after the game before Coach walked in, like we basically told ourselves, we could play hard for 40 straight minutes. We did it tonight, and now I feel like this game, guys take it a little bit more seriously. That was the #1 team in the country, and we only lost by 9. So it made it more realistic for some guys, to see that type of effort. And like Coach said, this is the standard. And me being a leader, Zach being a leader, we're going to make sure we hold everybody to that standard, ourselves included.
What does it take for guys 1 through 15 to play with a level of passion and emotion that y'all played with tonight? Like, is there stuff that y'all do on game day or leading up to game day to kind of
I feel like with the team we got, there's a lot of self-motivation. We got a lot of guys fighting for something, bigger than basketball. And, to combine all that hunger into into a team, I feel like it's no other way we can go out there and fight. We all have, our personal motivation in mind, but at the end of the day, all the personal goals that we want to achieve happens from winning. And we all understand that. So each night, we should want to give max effort.
What did you see on the? Well, first of all, what did you see on your tech? And then what did you see? What happened with Aaron's tech?
Well, I just felt like one of their players went out their way to intentionally bump Zach, and just me being his brother, having his back, I just had to let him know this is not that type of game. We gonna be physical right back with you guys, and I just got to be smarter than that. That's on me. So yeah.
And then Aaron, the technical Aaron.
Yeah, him being a leader, he just got to be smarter than that. That's all. We understand it's an emotional game. A lot of emotion gonna get involved, but just being a vet like Aaron, he just got to be smarter. He understands that. We're not gonna get on his back about it. Because we have a chance to make up for it tomorrow. So just making sure he understands. Like as a leader, always keep your composure, especially down the stretch. That's when the mental comes into play extra. So he understands that. He's gonna be angry about it tonight, but we're gonna have him locked in tomorrow.
It looked like you were just a beat late, like you were trying to intercept him, kind of.
Yeah, I told him that. I said I seen him lay on the ground, so I started walking. And once he got up, I was just a little bit too late to get to him because I didn't think he was gonna react that way. But he's a passionate player. He felt like something happened to him, and he reacted the way that he's comfortable with. And this is an uncomfortable situation we in, so we just gotta be comfortable with just taking a bigger hand on things like that.
You guys obviously came in short-handed today. Still no Hassan and then no Tierno as well. For the guys that were kind of thrust into these bigger roles, maybe they didn't expect to be in against a team like Purdue, Simon, Jog, and Tariq Ingram, and others even. Like, what do you say about their efforts and what they did tonight?
They prepared just the same way the guys that play heavy minutes prepared. So the things they did out there, we weren't surprised. We expect that from them if they're going to be out on the floor, and they understand that as well. So I wasn't more so surprised at what they did. I was just more so excited and happy that they understood what was at stake and they brought that energy.
How are the legs?
I got an update tomorrow.
Are they
I can't.
Is it calves?
Yeah.
Is it just like?
It's just yeah. They both locked up on me. So I was just trying to beat it for my guys. I understand how important this game was to all of us. So whatever I could to get out there and fight through, I just tried to do that tonight.